record it.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so tonight, I'm so excited because we have a special guest hosting it tonight. My girl, Ashleigh, is going to talk to you guys about something that she is so passionate about with leadership. Any leader knows that working in your downline, giving the guidance, making it digestible, giving you good tangibles that you can do, and really just breaking down what it is that we're trying to do here. We're trying to rank, we're trying to progress, we're trying to build a business. So she is going to break it down tonight very simply, give you a few of her tips and suggestions, and then she's going to give you a tangible, and this is recorded, so you'll be able to go back and watch how everything is set up. But I'm going to hand it to her. I'm so excited to hear from you. So thank you so much for doing this for us tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. This is officially my first leader call. So if I mess it up, I'm sorry. I'm just going to jump right in with it. Ladies, if you have any questions, I think let's wait till the end and we can spend a couple of minutes afterwards answering those questions for you. If you don't understand me, tell me to slow down or say, what did she say? And I'll try and Americanize it for you. Okay, so whenever I get new MPs, I always try and keep it as simple as possible for all of them, because it can be very overwhelming getting into something new, obviously. So like you jump into something new and you just have no clue what you're doing. It can be overwhelming with all the verbiage and the PV and the GV and the DV and all of these things. And you're all like, what does all of this mean? All these acronyms and all the things. It's very, it can be overwhelming. So I always recommend doing the foundations training. It introduces you to the vision and mission of Monate. It introduces you to Natalie, and you get a welcome message from Stuart as well. It's just a good way to introduce yourself into the essence of what Monate is. And it just helps you kind of get an idea of how they suggest doing things. Obviously, you can lean on your uplines, the team to do those types of things. That's cool. But the first thing I tell all my new girls is do the foundations training. You'll find it in your back office in the on the resources tab, Market Partner Academy, and it's the very first one. It literally tells you start with your foundations training. And then what I want, if you're new, if you're not new, even if you're not going for MMP, if you're going for any other rank, we always start at 0 every month. So in the beginning of every month or the night before a new month, ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish in the next 30 days or the first 30 days of being a market partner with Monate? So visualize it and then write it down. I write my goals the end of the month, the beginning of every month in my big ass notebook. And then I fold the corner over and I go check back as often as I can. So numerous studies have showed that only 3% of people set goals. Now, if you think about it, obviously within the grander scheme of the population, that's a lot of people, but also only 1% of those people write those goals down. And studies show that you're 42% more likely to reach your goals if you write them down. There's something within the psychology and the act of writing something down that makes it more tangible. It makes it more real for you. We'll get to how we're going to incorporate that over and above just writing it in a notebook. Writing your goals down. Hold on, I've got notes here. I don't want to mess it up. Writing your goals down not only forces you to get clear on what you want, because as soon as you put pen to paper, it's like, I want, or, you know, if you want to phrase it in manifestation or however you want to phrase it, as if you're already there and you blank, it means you don't know what you want. If you need to get very clear on what you want and what you want to achieve and what those goals are, visualize them and write them, put pen to paper, write them down. So if you want to hit MMP in 30 days, write, I am MMP, or in 30 days or on whatever the date is, I am MMP. And then you basically gonna go look at what those requirements are and break it down and reverse engineer all of those things. So writing your goals down not only enforces you to get clear on what exactly it is that you want to accomplish, but doing so plays a part in motivating you to complete the tasks necessary for your success. So that's going to tie into what I'm going to show you, what I've implemented with my team. It's kind of fun. A couple of girls have mentioned it to Jade, so that's why we decided we'll just share it with everyone, because it's kind of a fun exercise. I cannot take credit for it. It was not my idea. A friend of mine in another team did it with her girls, and so I phoned her up and I said, I saw you doing this. Can I do it with my girls? And then Jade actually said that it was kind of a big thing in Monate for in the beginning, I think. And I guess, systems just evolve and people do things differently. But I feel like it's always good to have something tangible and very simple that you could do that's exciting. So I don't have a whiteboard, but this is a giant canvas that I need to paint. So I've stuck sticky notes on a canvas that's got plastic on it. So can you guys see what I've got on the board behind me?
Maybe scooch it, bring it in. Yeah, that's easier. And then you can just kind of explain.
On your seat?
Yeah, that's better. And then because as you're going over, it'll make sense.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to start with, once you've done the foundations training, right? Hold on. I need to see where. There we go. So once you've done the foundations training, you're going to understand, that every rank has requirements. Now, obviously now, as of when was it? October, September, there's the affiliate program. So we don't require active lines, okay? So you can do this however which way you want to do it. But like what Jade said in the first call, you want to break down those requirements into 4 weeks, basically what your month is, right? So MMP requires 1200 GB. Now, because you don't need active lines to hit MMP, you're gonna make up the bulk of your volume for MMP. So that means you need 300 personal sales every week. Half of that, so 600 of that, has to come from new or current VIPs. So if you get a VIP in your first week and they buy again in the third week, hopefully you can cover 600, at least 50% of your customer sales, or your GB has to come from customer sales. It cannot only be personal purchases, right? So you can break this down however which way you want. If you feel like an average sale is 150 PV, you can go and break that down and have 8 sticky notes. Whatever you feel is more digestible, bite-sized pieces for yourself, make it work for you, right? So like, you'll see this one at the bottom is MMB, so there's a bunch of sticky notes, but that's how I would break it down. If you want to go look at the requirements and do things, you can do it the way that you want to do. So everything comes down, every single rank in the company, every single trip, every single reward comes down to this first rank. This is the most important rank in the company. Someone way up at the top can miss a rank because someone down in their line didn't hit MMP. So for yourself and for your team, for everyone in your downline, MMP is the most important rank because it's the foundation of everything that we do. But the foundation of MMP is blocks. So I know that ranks can sometimes get like, you sometimes feel like it's all about the ranks. It's all about who's going to rank up, who needs to re-rank, or I want to hit this rank. And sometimes I feel like that can be a little defeating because so we get caught up in comparison and this person this and this person's doing better than I am, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The foundation of everything that you're going to do in this company comes down to blocks. 1 MP to 4 VIPs. And this is what I challenged my girls with this month was get some sticky notes, put up MP, 4 VIPs, and that's your goal for the month. I challenged myself to 2 blocks a month, so 8 customers and 2 market partners a month. Whatever you feel, at least 1 block a month, because this should get you to that. So if you build 2 of these, you've got double that, right? In volume. So blocks mean everything. Blocks are like, when you don't know what to do in your business, go build a block. Focus on building a block. Go find a VIP, go find another VIP, and then the third and the fourth, and then an NP. And it's fun because what I've done with my girls is stick it up somewhere you can see it. Mine's my mirror in my bedroom. So whenever I get a VIP or an NP, some of you may have seen it on my stories. I walk up to it and I'm like, got my MP, right? Put it down. Okay, so now every time I look at this, I'm like, I only need 4 more VIPs. I get another VIP. I'm like, I only need 3 VIPs. I see my goal, it's tangible. I see it every day, but they also kind of irritate me because I'm like, I want to get rid of these sticky notes. These need to go away. So it motivates me to get rid of my sticky notes. But it's a visual reminder, it's a tangible reference that I can take and I can go, the amount of, what's the word, dopamine that is released in your brain when you're able to do that it's addictive, because you're like, I want to do that again because it feels good. Because you're helping someone, first of all. Secondly, you're building a block, you're getting closer to the end of your block or closing that block, you're getting closer to, if you're in Smart Start, that bonus, you're getting closer to your VIP acquisition bonus, and you're getting closer to a bigger check at the end of the month. So this blocks is the foundation of everything. If you feel stuck, go recruit someone. If your girls feel stuck, tell them to go make a list of people that they need to find. If they feel like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know where I should focus on serving so that you can gain customers, and then speaking to what the business as MPs have done for you. But like Jade always says, if you serve your customers well, chances are you're going to get at least a 1 out of 4 strike rate that one of them is going to upgrade. Might not be immediate, but eventually. So yeah, this is like I said, MMP. What I did on that sticky note, you can see I said I am MMP. So visualize that for yourself. Like, it's not just a rank. It's what you've worked for. It's what you're going for. It's what's going to be the foundation of your business. Hold on, my easel is falling. Okay, I'm just going to do this so you can see. Can you guys see this?
Can see it good. You can't really like make out what they say, but you can definitely see it, but you'll go over it.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
So this is the This is the MMB breakdown, right? So MMB requires 500 PV, but I've got 200 on each because you want to overshoot. It requires 2 MMP lines, 4 active lines. There's supposed to be another one, yeah, sorry. And then 5,000 GV. Hold on, let me do it quickly. So it requires 5,000 GV. And the same thing applies every time you're going to do that. You're going to get something, you're going to stick it up there, or you're going to rip it off there, right? But here's the beauty of it. You think, holy crap, I need to get 5,000 GV. Are you serious? But here's the beauty of it. When you get a new MP, they have to be active, right? So there's 200 of your group volume already. But let's say, let's move up to your MMP lines. If you get 2 girls to do what you just did the month before, or even in the same month, you're just duplicating. So whatever you do here to get these VIPs and this MP, you're going to tell your girls that's how you do the same thing to get to MMP. So what you just did, you're going to show them how to do it. And if you get 2 MMP lines, that's already almost half of your volume. So you're going to pull up those, and then you're going to pull off those. Then technically you've already got all of that gone. So you get 2 girls to do what you just did, and there you're halfway basically to MMB. I know it's not as simple as what I'm making it seem like, but the crux of it is that the system is simple to duplicate. And when you're stuck, the focus needs to be build a block. Focus on building a block, because the more blocks you build, the bigger your organization and the bigger your network and the bigger your customer base and volume gets. And that's where you earn trips, that's where you earn bonuses, that's where you earn ranks, is with blocks. So whatever your rank is that you're going for, this is how I would break it down for you. Whatever it is, like the PV requirement, other rank requirements that you need, active lines, group volume, and then whatever the rank is that you are going to be at by the 25th. We say the 25th, right? So that you have time to kind of overshoot and do things like help your girls if they are stuck somewhere. It's not, like we say, it's not necessarily super easy to do, but it's very simple to do because it's all duplicatable and it's the same thing over and over again. So whatever you've done, that's how you cascade that down in your downline to teach your girls how to do the same thing. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go off of you for a second. So numbers, okay? Everything that we do on the back end for ranking, like she just said, duplicating, all of it comes from numbers. So I was never personally a numbers person before I started doing this. And once it started clicking for me, I'm like, this could be so much more simple if you plan. Like anything in life, they say like you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Plan your month, plan your carts, plan everything out in the beginning of the month. So if she's saying to hit MMP, if I'm thinking like right now, if I'm thinking, okay, I need to get 1,200 by the end of the month and divided by 4 weeks, that's 300 a week. Okay. Right now, the product of the month is 138 PV for one product. If that one product was added to a cart, such as the Rejuvenique oil, the shampoo, and conditioner, that literally takes away almost your whole week's goal from one purchase. One purchase. Oil, shampoo, conditioner. The product of the month is the energy sticks. Okay, I'm going to plug it into my phone right now. We just did it.
Sure it makes them free as well.
And it does. So what happened?
I think the Purchase Plus is like 55 on that. And the energy sticks product of the month is $50. So you could basically, your verbiage would be, I'm going to throw in a packet of our energy sticks for free and your leave-in is free. But you're getting over 130 PV for that free energy stick.
And I'm going to, I'm almost done. I just need to add the conditioner. I'm going to plug it in so that you guys can see. Let me see. And verbiage is everything. So we're going to do oil, shampoo. I just need to add a conditioner. All right, let's add our conditioner. Let's go to our cart. Okay, so for this cart, it is $291. $291 in volume for one purchase. If you did that 4 times in the month, 4 purchases, whether they were 4 new VIPs, which there would be your block, basically, all you would need is your market partner. Or let's say you get 2 new VIPs and 2 existing VIPs, either in this case, they would place a flex ship because again, your verbiage would be, when you buy my treatment oil and your custom conditioner and shampoo, you get my split end mender for free and my energy sticks for free. They get 2 free products, and you could just say it's the product of the month. Do a little research, go on Pinterest, go on the resource library, look at them and pick out 2 or 3 things. Like, what is the thing that they use in them that stands out to you? You know, anything. $291 in volume. Okay, so there's always a way. If you really want to hit MMP, or you are trying to produce MMPs and help people start building their business, make it as simple and digestible as possible. So everything she just said, the block and the volume could be taken away by 4 VIP customers, and then you would have your market partner, and you would not only rank or re-rank, which is honestly more important than hitting it the first time, but then you'd also create your block. You are building a sustainable business. Everything in Monat is about building blocks. And if you think about it, we all get very caught up in recruiting, okay? Recruiting is important, but a block is not 4 market partners and 1 customer. It is the other way around for a reason, because your VIPs are the bread and butter of your business. And they are also your potential market partners. If I'm being honest, I am not good at recruiting. I was never the top recruiter until I mastered my customer base. Once I mastered that and I felt comfortable, then I became great at recruiting because they were coming from my VIPs, people who had already used the products. You give them a great experience. They love their hair, they're sold. They want to make money. They want to work with you. This is where the magic starts happening. You start helping people do what you're doing. So break it down super simple. That's one example of a cart that you could do. So if you don't want to do that cart, go into your account. When you log into your account and you hit shop, you can make mock carts and look at the volume. So when I started learning that, okay, like numbers is what makes my business go round, I became a master at how can I incorporate purchase plus discount? How can I make this sound better? How can I make it sound appealing? How can I work smarter and not harder and serve a customer better with a full system, with a thickening serum and a shampoo and a conditioner and energy sticks? Go plug that into your account. So hit shop and plug that in and then go to the cart and it'll tell you what the PV is. So that is your motivator too, is that you're like, yeah, I'm going to follow up with this person and I'm going to nail my verbiage and I'm going to ask for help because this one cart is almost your whole week's goal. Okay. Are the requirements or numbers for each rank, active lines, etc., on the compensation plan? Yes. Ash said, break it down for what makes the most sense for us. I'm making stickies. I want to make sure. So if you just go on to your back office and you scroll down to your graph, your percentage thing right there, everything is right there. And it'll tell you that all the way up until you hit managing market builder, you don't need active lines. You don't need them. But like she mentioned, block building is the beauty of building a sustainable business, but you don't have to have them. They're not required. So you can do everything from customers and volume all the way up to market builder. You can be a market builder rank in this company. So if you look at it, it'll break it down and it'll say your PV requirement and your group volume requirement. So the only two difference in those two things is that your PV is everything that you personally do with customers. If you sign up a VIP customer tonight, your PV is going to go up 200 or whatever the volume is. If you sign up a market partner tonight, your GV goes up 200 because they are part of your group. So once you start having market partners, your personal volume PV and your group volume GV are no longer the same number. Once you have market partners, they're no longer the same number. That confused me for 6 months. I couldn't figure out why the numbers were the same sometimes and why they were different. So when they're the same, that means you are the only person working your business. If you hit MMP and you sign up 5 VIPs this month, your personal volume is probably going to be 1,400 and your GV is going to be 1,400. If you do that and you sign up a market partner, your PV will be the same, 1,300, but your group volume is going to be a greater number. Okay. So you can do it either way. You could say, I'm going to get 3 people this month with oil, shampoo, conditioner, and energy sticks. And then let's say you're at 1,000 from those 3 orders or close to it, basically. And then let's say your sister, your friend, or your neighbor wants to sign up as a market partner, even if it's just for the discount, that goes towards your rank and you've probably just hit MMP. 4 people. So make it simple. And the sticky notes is huge because like she said, it's right in front of you and it's fun to want to go tear it off. You look at it in your back office, your upline's probably checking in. Hey, where are we at? This is your numbers, blah, blah, blah. Like that's great. But you being able to see it and go up and take it down is like fulfilling. It's exciting. And it's like she said, it's addicting. You want to keep ripping them off the mirror or wherever you put them. So it's another way too of presenting what you do for your business. If you're posting that on your story, okay.
It makes it fun as well. I have fun with it. You know, it's fun to just post a video and like dance around and be like, look, you know. I just want to go off what Jade was saying as well. It's when you like if your upline is asking you where are we at, these help you. If you look at your circle graph and you're like, I need like 600 to, I'm like only halfway there. That seems like so far off, but this makes, if you break it down, if you break those numbers down, because this shows these are the stepping stones. This is how you're going to get that little bar to 100% and that circle graph to hit 100 on MMP or whichever the rank is. So look at the numbers, break it down for whatever the time you have left. I tell my girls as well, not every week is good. You might hit 500 in sales this week, and the second week you don't make any sales. That's okay. The start of the third week in the month, look at what you need. Take the old sticky notes down if you need to make new sticky notes and break those numbers down in for the rest of the month. So you're constantly working on your numbers and looking at what do I need to do? What is my goal for this week? Break it down. So if you still need 700, break down 700 into, okay, so I need 350 this week. So it's a little higher this week, but it's okay, we can do it. Like Jade always says, break it down, simplify it, make it bite-sized. Because if you look at 1,200 in sales, you're like, ain't nobody gonna sell 1,200 in shampoo in 3 weeks, you know. Break it down and make it easily digestible for yourself, because it takes that overwhelm out of it. And it's fun when you do the stickies.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So if you do them, show it on your story. Get with your upline if you need help, like breaking it down so you know what to write on each one. Like, is it better to put 300 or is it better to put 150? But don't forget about the biggest piece of it is where's that come from? Where do those numbers come from? Break down your numbers and make like 2 carts with your upline, or go in and make them and look at them and say, these are the 2 carts. Like I make it simple for me. Like I basically make the same 4 or 5 carts all month long, depending on what shampoo and conditioner somebody wants. Like repetition makes you work faster. It makes it easier. It makes you feel more confident. It makes the customer feel more confident. You start nailing your verbiage down, and it makes you move faster. And then it's more duplicatable. And that's the whole point here, is we want to duplicate. Okay. So make sure you get with them and look at the numbers and say, and that makes it simple. Like she said, when you look at 1,200 versus you look at 1 cart for 200, and you have to do that a couple times, so much more simple. Okay. Ashleigh, thank you so much. We'll send the recording to the chat, and please make sure you guys ask any questions. Thank you ladies for your time tonight, and we'll send it soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.